On today's episode, I will introduce to you my latest ship build. But first, I want to play a quick game of Spot the Differences, because you see, an update dropped today, October the 9th. We got an update, and of course it broke the Starfield script extender, so I can't use my richer merchants and my more ship slots, which is the only mods that I'm really using. And the only reason why I need script extenders to enable the back freaking achievement enabler so that I can get my richer merchants. Okay,
Sarah
that
Fordman and her brother-in-law Henry
people's
were going
outfits
at it.
got broken in the last
Again.
update.
I had to tell them to keep the racket down.
But with this in particular update, the question is, did they fix a couple? No. Those rocks are still here. This is a known bug. We still... Marika, what the freaking ass, dude? And what's that little... Is that really your favorite weapon? I gave you 2 different shotguns,
Cool
and that's the one you
spacesuit.
chose. Yeah, I... Look at your little stink face there, Marika. Yeah. Oh, she almost like freaking... Just like, she looked at me funny when I said that. Like, she almost knew what I was talking about. Maybe the game's listening to me, but it just doesn't have AI enough to interact with me yet. Anyway, that's not fixed. Let me check one other thing real quick. So we're in Sidonia. It's a nice day out. Where's the ship services technician? That's the problem with Sidonia. The ship services technician is like all the way out in the sticks. He's not in the correct position. Where are you going? So, like that's a bug that I'm waiting for them to fix. Or wait, is there someone standing up there? Did they put him? No, there's no ship services technician at Sidonia. There is, but he's like all the way, he's out in the middle of nowhere for some freaking reason. He's in the wrong position. And no, Bethesda still is not fixing that, not fixing those 2 bugs that stand out to me in particular. I heard they did something in the display. They added an FOV slider, was it? No, I'm not seeing an FOV slider here. Is it no FO? No. Oh, accessibility. Okay, toggle. Third person FOV. I guess I stock. I go a little bit wider. Okay, well, yeah. This was an 800 megabyte update. They did more than update the FOV slider. But as is the tradition, it seems that they have a habit of freaking... They're fixing exploits is what they do. They don't give a crap about bugs yet. They're getting a crap about getting rid of all the exploits. But we're here to talk about the warty boy. The warthog. Look at this freaking guy. This long boy. This long boy with short little arms. That's what I ended up calling it. The Warthog. And you know, it would be nice if there was a ship services technician here. We could take a look at this thing, but there isn't. I'm gonna have to go fly somewhere else. All right, bud. What's good?
Hey, need some work
What's
done?
good? I want to
Sure,
show the
how about
people the Warthog. There it is, the freaking warty boy, bud. What do we have here? Only 81 mobility? What are you thinking? 6 crew, that's good. 30-year jump range. We have how much fuel? Where are my fuel tanks? I don't even know. I can't see them. I don't remember how much fuel I have in this guy. Par 98 EM2. Oh, what's that all about? Hull 1137, shield 975, cargo 1640. That's actually decent cargo. Mass 10.7. So, I was inspired to build myself a HopeTech ship. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to build a HopeTech ship. And it took me a couple hours, but this is what I came up with. And, you know, that's the funny thing is, like, I was going for absurd and ugly. Absurd and ugly. And I wanted to use uncommon components. I find that when I do ship builds, I use a lot of the same parts because, you know, you end up with this situation where there's only one good thing, you know? There's only one good engine set. There's only one or two good generators. There's only one good two or shield generators. Only one or good two freaking reactors. It's just like it makes shipbuilding almost not fun if you're just trying to go for stats and specs and just the numbers. Just going for the numbers. And in this situation, I didn't do that. I didn't go for just the numbers. I was going for aesthetic and in ways anti-aesthetic. And I just wanted something that was going to be as much as HopeTech as possible. And that's what we got here. I get a kick out of these retro looking landing gears here. Look like something that might have been in Fallout if they had ships in Fallout. And of course, these guys aren't compatible with a lot of configurations like right here, but it's a good thing we have this exploit that please don't patch that out, Bethesda. That's gonna like screw up a lot of our nice ship builds if you patch out the ability to do that. So I decided I wanted to use non-standard engines. I ended up with the Red Dwarf, the White Dwarf 3030 on here, which is the best of that shape. And, you know, a White Dwarf just kind of like make it a bit better here, even though maybe at 3 power we could have put 4 of these. Like, yeah, let's take a quick look here. Oh, they have a top connection. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that thing. Whatever. Dupe it, stack it. Dupe it, stack it. Oh, 96 mobility. Well, geez, maybe I should go with this. This doesn't look too bad, even though it looks disastrously under-supported from this in particular angle. What happens if we dupe this and put that there and just do an offset engine design like that, even though that would not be practical in the real world because we just like this guy would burn out that guy there. But she's starting to come together. But we're not here to edit this thing. I'm here to show it to you. Red Dwarf. And then I got these guys, the White Dwarf 1020s. Hey, why do they have 3030s? And I know they have 20. You're messing with me. You're messing with me. No, 1020 is the best one in that range. Okay. Shield generator. Or no, this thing. Which actually I could probably upgrade now because when I got that, that was the best one. 35. You can get up pretty far with 35 in these things. But now, I built this at like level 59 just before this beast here got unlocked. What happens? Oh, look at that. 82 mobility? 81? Wait, what? What's going on here? How much does this weigh? 75. How much is this? Oh, wow, that's a no freaking brainer bud there, Warty boy. You get a free upgrade. You get a free... I don't even know if we need that. Forget about it. I'll see you in a minute. Grav Drive SDG 2300. It was... Basically, we used the cheapest, lightest thing we can find. Well, now I'm starting to freaking sanity check myself here, bud. Because I do believe that was the smallest, lightest thing I could find that would give me 30 light years of range. Where is it? Where? Yeah. My brain sometimes, bud. 30 light years. 30 light years with an Alpha 4000. 85 mobility. I think maybe we could do a little bit to get this, you know, we could do a little bit to get this a little bit better. Can we change the color of it, though? It was one of the presets here, just the olive drab. Actually, that's kind of freaking badass, bud. Well, what? I'm getting distracted. I'm getting it's one of the yellows there. That yellow there. It's green, yellow, and the dark. I'm getting distracted. We might be able to get this pupper up to like better mobility. So another thing that I was going to use that was a little bit different. I use these pantomime cargo bays, 4 of them, 320, Because again, my cargo bay requirements are less than they were. I don't hump all my shit with me, to excuse my French. I don't bring all my resources. I leave those at my outpost, where I have a console hacked transfer container with infinite storage. So a little bit different there. And then, you know, we shrouded this out using these fuel tanks, which I actually found. Nova Galactic, I do believe it is it Nova Galactic, which should show up here, actually has a cowling, I do believe, that matches these perfectly. Oh, no, we have to go to Homestar to do that. Or no, actually, it was Tayo. But these guys are 100 each, so we got 400 jump drive here. Little bit of pipes, little bit of there. This side here looks unfinished, but I decided to stay with that because I couldn't really figure out anything to put there that would make it look finished. And I didn't want to put windows because it made the internals of this look very empty. I had trouble trying to figure out where to put windows here. Because, like, for crew morale, I want them to be able to, like, look outside sometimes, not just be trapped inside all the time. Managed to get a window on the Arcer Ender here. So what do we have? We have the HopeTech Commander 500 bridge. I think there was one that had, like, a little bit more cargo, but we didn't go with the best one. I really liked their one. Actually, the Commander 500 bridge is their best one. Huh. Maybe I could scale that down. They have all these fuselage companionways that are like this. There's a whole strip of them. There's four different kinds, and you can make them run the length of the ship. And that's initially what I did, but it's a lot of wasted space. You go up there and you just have all these doors and all these freaking. It was kind of stupid. So I ended up just going with that because it allowed me to put my control station up here. It took me a while to figure out how to lay this thing out in the way that I wanted. I initially had like 3 habs wide across the bottom before I went with this long boy effect, or this skinny boy, this slim boy, right? So all my living areas here, this first one, living quarters, all in one berth, captain's quarters. We check marked all the boxes there for crew morale, getting place for people to live and exist while they're traversing the space. And then of course on the bottom we have an engineering bay, which is just kind of there, you know what I mean? There's few other things I could have put there that would have worked better. Like, in theory, we don't need an engineering bay. I wonder if that Nova Galactic part is going to come up here, because I'm actually... There it is. Let's compare here. If we wanted to do weight savings. That is mass 10, but it gives us 5 hull. If I slap this Slim Jim in there, come on, get into place. And then, you know, maybe dupe it, slap. We would just have this whole supporting structure under here. Hell, we could like hide stuff. We could like not have the grav drive up here. We could tuck the grav drive down here. You know, it's hard not to want to do stuff like this, not to just want to constantly mod on your ship just to see how deep this rabbit hole could go, even though this pipe set here doesn't make sense anymore. Oh, and we have nothing to hold up these engines. Oh boy, we've created a problem for ourselves. Now we have to go and put this thing up here. We need something. Actually, it's funny how this matches perfectly there, and then so doth that. So if we do that now, what happens to our weight savings? 85 mobility, frig all weight savings, bud. So let's undo all that crap. But anyway, before I got distracted, that's an engineering bay. Because when I build a ship, there's lore to consider. How long are these people going to be in here? Where are we going? How far are we traveling? And you know, on a mini ship like the Frontier, it's like, where does all its technology like pack into? Like, it's that's a microship. It's just big enough for you to hang out and be like, yo, let's go for a ride. 2 crew, 3 crew, including yourself, you and me, boys. Let's just go blow some stuff up. But in my interpretation of lore, when I'm building a ship, it's got to have an engineering bay. It's got to have some place to cram all that technology and life support systems and stuff. So, the minimum number of habs, which gives us 6 crew, because that's the minimum number of crew that I like to have on a full-size ship, especially in a Class B, because I have 6 people I like to consistently take with me because they all provide some buffs. I already explained that. The weapons. What do we have for weapons? The PBO 175 Auto Hellion Beam, which according to the website that I like to look at, I'll bring it up here real quick, even though this is not the settings that I was looking at. But if you go, it's like Class B, you can sort by DPS there, just like off to the right, and you know, pick your type. Particle weapons are awesome because they do as much damage to shield and hull. They're like the one-stop shop. Laser damages shield. Missiles damage both shield and hull, but they're slow. Ballistic only damages hull, doesn't damage shield. Particle freaking hammers both. And these guys, they have a fire rate of 6. And they do 24 damage, and they only use 3 power. 1, 2, 3. We're maxed out with 4 weapons here, plus a couple EMPs, some Firebolt 4000s. Only 2 weapons. That's all I need on this guy. The Firebolt 4000s, I like to have an EMP because it gives me the ability to disable a ship without damaging it, and I like to capture ships all the time. And then, of course, we got this ugly nose piece here because HopeTech doesn't have top or bottom dockers. They just have these funny dockers, but I guess it gives it a little bit of a look. So you can imagine why I ended up calling this pupper the Warthog. Just, that's what came into my mind, and then I'm like, oh. Then I started thinking about the A-10 Warthog, that fighter plane. It's just like, okay, that's cool. And then I ended up going with the army green aesthetic that we got going on here. 81 mobility though, but a top speed of 150. Kinda, you know, ugly as frig, but it grows on me. Let's give you the internal tour. So we got a nice wide mouth bass here. Not the worst landing bay in the world. Kind of get a kick out of these front engines. And then of course it's top. There's no, it's all ladders, bud. In fact, this build initially glitched and had too many ladders. In fact, oh yeah, I got confused there. So here's a ladder going up to that companionway right behind the freaking the bridge. But then it put another ladder like right here going up into the control room, which, you know, the game often glitches and does that. You want to have a door in the middle, but it didn't give you a door in the middle, but this one did. We got the door.
What can I do for you, boss?
In the middle plus 2 ladders. Never seen anything like it. So if we go in here, if we add windows, it removes these screens.
It's a great
it
day
removes
in the
all
space
this
lanes,
stuff.
huh?
It removes all this stuff.
Hello again.
It removes all this stuff. So you just pretty much end up having these 2 consoles sitting in an empty room. I didn't like that internal
Good day,
aesthetic. They had some nice computers back here, but I decided to add a window here just for good measure. Of course, you go up to the bridge. The HopeTech bridges are kind of cool. It's like they look very doomy, if that makes any sense. Like with all these lines and like, they're kind of cool. And the other bridge that they have too, which is better than the tiki bridges that Stroud makes, in my opinion, they were good looking bridges too. I actually ended up installing one on my Panther. So that's the top. But then yeah, you know, let's just take a peep outside. There's our docking bay. There's our living area. We got 2 beds, which is a good thing because I'll explain that. They have a kitchen. They actually have a kitchen and an eating table and an exercise area and a punching bag. This is actually one of the, like, honestly, better single living areas that the game offers you. How do I just can I actually? I guess so. Too bad it does frig all to actually improve your stats. Walking through it moves it around more. We go into an all-in-one hab, which, you know, I just realized we have 2 kitchens, and we don't need 2 kitchens. But at least we got a bathroom. The living area doesn't have a bathroom. We have 2 beds. The other 2 beds would have been right here, which kind of is subject to controversy because then, like, this is the best layout. So at least we have 2 beds there, 2 beds there, more than enough eating area. Oh boy. And then we go back into the captain's. You know, they could pop over here, grab a coffee. I don't mind. I got myself a fancy coffee. Stay out of my washroom though. That's my private washroom. And it seems this is an ugly washroom. I don't like how they have a towel on the floor. I would appreciate if they would clean that up. Nice bed. Nice desk area. This is one of the better captain's quarters. And of course they have our navigation console and another little freaking conference. And then I put myself the Arcer Ender window. And finally, I never have to go down here, so it's not a problem that there's another freaking ladder. But we have the equipment, our life support, our doing things support, our whatever that looks like it wants to be a generator, even though our reactor, I guess that converts reactor energy to electrical power. I hear bubbling. That must be life support. There's got to be plumbing. Like, we have a full-featured bathroom here, bud. Like, that's probably a little shit tank right there, bud. So, yeah. Pretty straightforward. Very, very simple ship, even though it now bothers me that there's 2 kitchens. But at least we got 4 bunks. For 6 people. Let's go for a little takeoff. Let's go upwards. I do like this engine arrangement. It's not the best. Like, there's other engines I can put on here that will max the stats out on this thing. If I want to frickin' go to the SAE line of engines, it's just like, it's too easy, bud. I wasn't interested in statting this one out. With our current 35 reactor, we can increase our shields, we can increase our engines. Oh yeah, the shield generator isn't the Dog Star. I decided to go with something different just for fun. But we can increase everything we need, plus the grav drive. I guess we'd be able to max out that grav drive if we had that 39 reactor. So let's just go see what this thing could. That's the wrong button. You arse face hole in the brain. Come on. Come on. Go here. It's wrong button, but it's okay. We're still, it's time to party. 400. These guys do not appreciate me being here. And I overshot. I oversteered. Yeah, she don't turn very well. But frickin' if she don't shred. Oh boy, I'm out of shield already. I think I need to go recover.
I'm taking you down.
Come on, don't shoot at me. Ah! Maybe I need a better shield generator, bud. Okay, well, come on, we're repairing. I can't seem to get a bead on anyone here. It'd be nice if I could, like, not get hit for, like, a few seconds long enough to recover some shields here. You know, this thing performed so well. Oh boy, oh boy. They just do not want to give me a break. Really? How about you don't? Oh, I got all 8 shields. Okay, we need to frickin' get rid of some of these guys. This reminds me of the start of the game where we were just like... Oh no, here we go, here we go. Oh boy, I just made it out of there. And that freaking Crimson Fleet White has like one little bit there, finally. Can you cut it out, you asshole? You're supposed to lose your lock on me when I boost. Okay. You're done. You're done. You're done. Oh, that I'm really feeling that lack of mobility. How come these guys, do they have like, do they have Tourette's? Like, how can I? It's you. You have Tourette's, don't you?
Waste of time.
All right. Okay, we managed to get 50% shields back before they started screwing with me. Oh, my shields are damaged. 50 is all I'm gonna get.
I got the grand drive.
You see, these weapons are reasonably effective once I can get a bead on my enemy. My ship's messed up, though. I have like 1 grab, half shield. I lost some engine. Wow. So not the most impressive performing ship. Not gonna lie. Up against less enemies, it performs a lot better because these weapons are actually surprisingly effective. But yeah, I guess I'm feeling that mobility. I I didn't have high expectations for this ship. I just kind of wanted it to... Oh, how fast can you turn if you do thrusters like this? Reverse. I never knew thrusters existed. I wonder what tweaking we can do to this thing. So I've rolled up to the old Stroud Eklund Star Yard here, where they have a good tradition of keeping decent engines in stock.
Well, I think you'll find we have some tempting options for. Absolutely.
Very enthusiastic about helping me mod my ship. Now, right off the bat, so we have this situation, which it's like, okay. I'm finding out that if I go to, come on, right here, 39, we save mass. There's like, it's a no-brainer. Chuck that on there. Give it the colors. Give it the colors. Can we give it the colors? What did that do? Oh, no, not that color. Give it the colors. I guess I should... I can barely see the colors under here. We gotta, like, pull it out to look at it here. There we go. Now we can see the colors. But is colors what we want to spend our time doing here? No, we need this main color. Oh, wait. That's just... You know what? Fine. Get your ass back into place. Now, this grav drive. Slayton Aerospace. SGG. Did we really need that much grav drive? Maybe we did before I added more. I had different cargo on it before. Get rid... What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? The R4000. The R4000 just seems to be a good bet. And then we need to give it the color treatment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or no. Oh yeah. What's this one gonna be then? You know what? Oh yeah. 85 mobility. Because it's lighter. Engines though. Engines. We could dupe stack. We could get that back where you found. We could dupe stack that. And maybe that should ultimately be the plan. But I'm gonna tell you. Here's what you find yourself, you know, pressing the wrong buttons, wanting to do, is there's this one. They have these engines. They have these engines, but let me. Oh, these guys right here. It's like, how do you not want to slap these guys on there, bud? How do you not want to slap these guys on there? Doopy, flippy. Oh, we got that thing going on here again. We got to pull that out. You got to put that back on. We got to slap that. Do one like that. We're going to have to pre-get that out of the way. Doopy that. Flippy. Oh, we'll get that bottom one ready. Yeah. Doopy, flippy. Slap that Slim Jim. And then, yeah. That's going to be 100 and 150. And probably OP. Let me just check. No, not OP. Hey, get backward. What? Huh? What? Why did you escape? You're not supposed to escape. So, can we make these match the aesthetic? You know, there is a different version of the engine we could probably put. Whatever. Color. Oh. Alright. It's funny how, like, it kind of already knows. They're not bad looking engines, bud. They're some of the best engines in the game. There is a different variation. Hey, where are you going? Oh, great. Okay. Gotta hop out. Near. Just kind of square off those edges. I guess. Could you imagine if we weren't using this landing gear? It's just so... What's your problem now? Why? Like, you know, this is going to be stupid. This is going to be absolutely the pointless, but... Oh, bud. Oh, bud. Oh, bud. That... Give me one of these. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. Dude, that kind of looks sexy like that. I'm not gonna lie. She's all engine. There's absolutely no point to it. We lose cargo. Our frickin' little droppers here get derpy. Or maybe there's different versions of these. Is there a mid version? There is a mid version. And the mid version doesn't argue with us. So we can get this back. Uh-oh, we're down to 29 light years now, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That means our grav drive's no longer sufficient. Okay, what do we have to do to get it back up to 30, bud? Is there anything down here that's 30? No, not 30, not 30, not 30. We have to get the Aurora. Or no, this is still the Aurora 12G. So we need minimum 30 thrust. That's 65 mass. I think the Aurora 12G will do. We just have to give it our colors. It's got a very flat arse face to it. Oh, that's interesting. We have more hull. It's freaking all engine, bud. It's all engine. It didn't occur to me that I could just shorten. I just assumed. Is there any warnings? No. It's just all engine. Look at that. That just looks power, bud. Here, let's take it for a rip and see what she could do. Well, we have the ability to mostly max out everything. We can get quite a bit of grav drive, which means we'll never have to do any of that management again. Oh, geez. Something just occurred to me. Does it actually feel better? I don't know. Okay. This isn't what I'm thinking it is it? Okay, it doesn't look as penis-like as I was thinking it did. It did. It doesn't look completely like a penis, sir. It's all engine. It's all engine. I wanted to get into a fight, but after having already destroyed these guys at this place, they're not back. I just realized the game's bugged. The engines are sparking with damage, even though I've replaced them from the ones that were initially damaged. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was a chicken run right there. Oh. Come on! Blow up before my shields all go away. Come on now. Come on now. Give it her, give it her, give it her. Oh, the shields didn't come back yet.
Come on! Grabs in the red.
There you go. That's good. Shields came back to 22. How did that happen? Hey, who's you? Those rights. It's those whites. No. Shields offline. That didn't happen with my Class A frickin' Frontier build. But then the Class A Frontier could just like shred everybody. Okay, who's Oh, we're out of power. These things take some time to recover, eh? That's the only thing. If we have a lot of guys to go. Oh. You're a bit far away, but...
Sounds like we're running anyway.
Wait, was that it? Where's the whites? Did I destroy them already and I didn't even notice? My grav drive still took a beating. So that's a little bit better. Honestly, I might want to tweak out this ship for a little bit more ability. A ship this small has no reason to have such small mobility. You're going to notice my colors are all gone because I just reloaded back to before I modded it. Now, I don't know how practical this is. Like, would this much engine, like, accelerate faster? Because as you know, we maxed out this ship with only 2 of these engines. Adding 3 is for aesthetics, but we have the problem where we end up wasting all this power because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. We would only be using that much power normally, in which case we wouldn't even need a reactor with as much reaction as it has. We artificially slow our ship down. So it's like, this is completely a bad idea. It just kind of looked cool, but I refuse to use these engines again. I'm gonna figure something else out. But either way, that's the Warthog. The silly Warthog. For you to check out real quick, my latest ship build, HopeTech. It's not bad. It holds its own. At least it did this time. I don't know if the better mobility helped that fight the second time. Still ran out of shield real quick. Not sure how I feel about that. But that's all from me for now. Like, subscribe, and come back for more.